Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Simons and today we are going to be doing a what I eat in a day video. So before we get started, I just wanted to talk about where I get my meal ideas from and what I use for inspiration. So I am an ambassador for the Tone and Sculpt app, which is Chrissy Chella's fitness app. There is also a massive nutrition part on section on the app, which is super helpful for things like meal ideas and generally just giving you guidance in terms of living a healthy lifestyle and eating a really balanced diet. So I use the meal plan on the app for inspiration for meals that I make, so I don't specifically stick to it 100%, but what I do is look through it, take recipes that I like and then change them to my taste. That's because I'm probably one of the fussiest eaters ever. There's loads of things I don't like, so I will just use the recipes, and then recently they've launched a feature where you can add your own recipes and also amend the recipes. So it's literally all in one place for me, and that is exactly where I track all of my meals. So it's super helpful now, because if you are fussy like me, you can add, amend or change any of the ingredients and also add your own recipes in. So since they launched that feature, I have been 100% using Tone and Sculpt to track exactly what I'm having in the day. So let's get going. We're going to start with breakfast. Today is a rest day for me, so I haven't worked out. The only difference for me on rest days is that I don't get up at 5 AM and do a workout, so I do eat my breakfast later than I would on a workout day, and I also haven't had a pre-workout or BCAAs prior to eating, so that's the only difference. And it may also be that I eat slightly less than I normally would today, and that is because obviously I haven't worked out, so if I'm less hungry, I just won't eat as much. But also at the same time, if I do eat the same amount, that's totally fine as well. I don't have a specific rigid calorie amount that I have to stick to every day. I have a sort of higher limit, which I don't go over, but otherwise I'm fairly flexible with it. And also I'm fairly flexible in terms of meal timings, what I eat and everything, because although I do count calories, and I keep an eye on protein, I'm flexible with my other macros, and also I like to try and listen to my body with when I'm hungry and when I actually want to eat. So let's get going. We're going to start with breakfast. For meal number one today, what we are going to have is protein oats. So in the winter I usually have protein oats for breakfast or overnight oats, mainly because it's quite warming and filling, so I really enjoy having that during the colder months. And then I switch it up sort of spring summer, just because one, how many months can you eat protein oats for, and two, in the hotter months it's not as nice, I don't think. So I do weigh all of my food out because, like I said, I do count calories. I'm not going to talk specifically about how much I eat today and what my calorie or macro numbers are, mainly because nutrition is very individual, and even if we're similar body stats, you should be working out exactly what your caloric needs are based on you, not based on me, because our activity levels could be completely different. So let's get started with making the oats. Really simple. You just need some sort of oats, doesn't matter specifically which ones. So I weigh out my oats. I'm also really bad at getting exact measurements, so I always end up having to put something back because, you know, that is my life. So I've put my oats into my bowl, which, like I said, I always weigh everything out, and then I'm going to use just a cup measurer to do the milk. So I'm using skimmed milk. You can use semi-skimmed, full fat, a milk alternative like almond or soy or whatever, or you can even make it with water. I like adding a little bit of milk in because I feel like it makes your oats a little bit creamier, which is my preference. If you are sort of lower calorie or you're in a gaining phase, you can switch it out for something that's higher calorie or lower calorie, whatever you want. Obviously, plant alternatives are less calories than milk. So what I'm going to do is put this into the microwave for 2 minutes, and then I will add the next load of ingredients. The oats are now out of the microwave. So my oats are quite ooh, it's really hard to show you, but quite watery. I prefer that consistency when I'm adding protein because the protein does sort of thicken it up a little bit. So at the moment I am using the Women's Best Fit Whey in cinnamon roll, which is by in collaboration with Brittany. When this one runs out, I'll probably be going back to chocolate fudge brownie just because I feel like that goes with more things. Like cinnamon is a little bit limiting, but this is still super yummy. So I've added the protein into the porridge, and then the last thing that I will add is peanut butter. I put peanut butter into my porridge all the time because it's a really good source of healthy fat. One thing I personally really struggle with is getting fat into my diet because a lot of sort of the healthier fat foods I don't really like. So I have to really make sure that I'm getting the right amount of fat into my diet. So I'm always super conscious about making sure that when I make meals, I try and have them to be quite balanced in terms of fats, carbs and protein. So I'm just mixing it all in together now. The peanut butter melts in, which is super yummy. So essentially what we've just got is oats, milk, protein powder and peanut butter. Only thing that's sort of missing from this meal is micronutrients, so you can always add in some fruits on the side or add them in. I don't, just because I personally prefer it without, and I will eat some vegetables at lunchtime and then something with dinner as well. So this is meal number one. I'm gonna go and enjoy this now, and I will see you guys at lunchtime. So guys, we are now back and it is lunchtime, and I've got my little sidekick with me who has just had her lunch. So for me today, I'm having salmon, noodles and broccoli. I absolutely love salmon, so this is quite a standard meal for me. The reason I love this as a meal is you've got carbs in the noodles, protein and fat in the salmon, and then you've got a good helping of micronutrients with the broccoli. So this is a balanced, healthy meal that should keep you full for a few hours. I have an afternoon snack, which I'll show you guys a bit later, but this is what I'm having now. I also wanted to show you what this looked like in the Tone and Sculpt app, as I've added it in as a meal. So this is what we've got here. We've got the image, we've got the nutritional information, the ingredients, and then also there is a method on there as well. This is a meal that I have sort of created for myself. There's a couple of meals on the app that include salmon, but this is my personal preference, so I've added it in there for myself. Simple, quick, easy. I just oven cook the salmon, boil the noodles and the broccoli, add everything on, and then add a splash of soy sauce for taste. You can also obviously use a flavoured salmon, so you can get the ones like chili, sweet chili on them and stuff like that, which is also really yummy. So I'm now going to enjoy this with my little pal, and we will see you at snack time. Hi guys, it's now 5 p.m. I actually ended up going out and meeting a friend this afternoon for a coffee and a quick catch up. So I haven't had a snack at home. Instead, I had a Tony's Chocolonely, I think it's like sea salt caramel chocolate bar, while we were out, mainly because I didn't make my snack before we went. And to be honest, I'm being a little bit more flexible than I normally would be this week, so I thought why not have a little treat. And I think it's really important when you don't have a specific weight or fat loss goal in mind, that you have a little bit of flexibility, and that some weeks you have a little bit of fun with what you're eating. You don't have to be 100% on a healthy diet all the time. You can be flexible, you can still enjoy chocolate, and you can still hit your goals. So I really enjoyed that. We had a really good catch up, really nice chat. Evie had a little sleep on the way home, which was good, so we'll play now for a couple of hours. She'll go to bed and I will have dinner. I just want to be open and honest really with everyone about what I actually eat, because although I try and be more nutritiously dense with my meals and snacks most of the time, sometimes you just want to have a chocolate bar, and you can't get the Tony's Chocolonely one in very many places near where I live, so I thought why not, let's have a little treat. And treats are just fun in life. So that was my snack for today. So far that's my technically third meal. and when my husband gets home we will cook dinner. This is a recipe specifically from the Tone and Sculpt app. I'll show you that one on there. Yeah, so I will see you guys at dinner time. It is now dinner time. So this evening I am making one of my favourite recipes from the Tone and Sculpt app, which is the classic fish and chips. I really like making this one because it's quick, simple, easy, and literally no hassle whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is preheat the oven. Sorry, I was checking the temp. Preheat the oven to 200 degrees. So what we will do is get our tray, oven tray, and some foil, and just cover that up. So what I have are these crispy sliced potatoes from Asda. In the app it does have a way that you can make these potato slices with an actual potato. We always buy these because there's 2 of us and it's much easier just to do these than do it with the potatoes. This is much quicker to do. So literally pour those on, spread them about a little bit. So that's step 1, very simple. And then we have the cod loin. So once again, I'm just going to open that up, put it into foil, put it on the tray, whack it in the oven. Then we'll also be having some asparagus tips and some peas with this. The asparagus isn't actually in the recipe originally. I'm just adding that in because I haven't had that many veggies today. And then peas, you know, it's classic fish and chips, which has got peas with it. So literally so simple. So everything goes in the oven apart from the veg, which you just boil. Literally takes like half an hour to make in the oven, and then 5-10 minutes for the veggies at the end. So when you're in a bit of a rush, this one is literally so quick and simple and easy to make. That's why it's one of my favourite recipes, because at the end of the day, who is not absolutely knackered? So this is one of my favourite things about lots of the recipes on the Tone and Sculpt app. They're so quick and simple to make. So I will see you guys when this is ready, and I will show you the finished product. So that is the last meal of the day done, guys. So as you see, I do a combination of meals that I use from the Tone and Sculpt app and also meals that I've added in for myself. I generally use Tone and Sculpt for dinner inspiration because I think their recipes for dinner are amazing. I even use some of the ones that are like lunchtime ones and put them in for dinner instead. Yeah, I think if you are new to fitness and nutrition, Tone and Sculpt is perfect because it teaches you a lot about how to make balanced meals, gives you loads of ideas, and it's just basically like a really good meal plan that you can follow to get some really good results. And then it's sort of teaching you as you go along, so that eventually you can sort of start creating your own meal ideas, adding those into the app, which is super helpful and super handy. So I have an affiliate link with Tone and Sculpt app, which I will leave in the description of this video. So if you want to check the Tone and Sculpt app out after seeing this video, you can click that link and get a 14-day free trial. And if you like the app, you can stay on, which I think you're gonna, because it's amazing. So you can come and join us all who are killing it with the Tone and Sculpt app and join the family. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you click the bell button, you'll get notified when I upload. I'll see you guys soon.